Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in to This Week Mountain Home. We got a good show for you.
Yes, we do, and welcome back,
Karen.
Dan. Hi.
Was I gone?
You were gone last week, yes. Amanda,
Where was I at?
you were on vacation,
Oh, really?
I believe, were you not?
Oh,
Was-
yeah? Did you have a show without me?
Yes.
What happened?
Scooter and Amanda and I. Yes.
Oh, how did that turn
Well,
out?
it was a girls' show, Amanda and I.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're back on the air this week, so I guess
And
it
what
was
was
okay.
How was it a girl show?
Amanda and I hosted it together.
So
yes.
did you talk about girl things?
Well, we learned how Scooter got his nickname of Scooter, and then we just had a lot of guests. It was a good show, but we weren't sure that we would ever be asked to do it together again.
Okay, because of how it turned out, or
Yes.
did you feel a little guilty afterwards?
No, we had a good time.
You didn't go out of the boundaries of show etiquette?
Well, we might have a time or two. Never know. But welcome back.
Well, I needed a break.
Yeah.
There's some things, going on. When you get all stressed out, you need to just buy an airplane ticket or
Yes.
get in the car and fill it up with gas and just vacate.
And chill. Chill for a while. Did you chill at the beach?
I went to the Gulf and got on the beach and chilled and just kind of looked at things and just went deer in the headlights.
De-stressed.
De-stress.
Good.
Yeah. Ate a lot of food. Went to an awesome museum, and I have forgotten the name of the museum, but it's a plantation. It was
neat.
And it's still a working plantation, meaning that
Really?
they still harvest the sugar on the plantation. But this is if I get this right, and I apologize, I did not get the name of the plantation.
Well, that's okay.
But I had a good time. It was
What-
like a three-hour tour, and they took us out to where slaves actually lived
Oh, wow.
on the plantation, and some of the buildings were the actual houses from back then.
From back then. And where was this?
This was in, I know it went somewhere. It was right out of New Orleans. It was northern New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It was on the Mississippi River.
Neat.
And there's several plantations that people can go see, but this one is, it's not commercial. It's more of there's a lady that owns it that made her wealth in the oil industry, and she's 92 years old. And she wanted this plantation to be a history tour, not so much a corporate entity where, you got to buy a gift shop and the whole thing.
You have to exit through the gift shop?
Yeah. and if you ever get a chance, I apologize for not, but you can do some research on
Yes.
the only existing real plantation in New Orleans, northern New Orleans.
So
outside
you
of
would highly recommend it?
highly recommend it. It was like $15 for me.
Oh, that's not too
and
bad
it's
at all.
$8 for children or whatever. But the people that were there that were running it were black, and they told the history, and it was history that you could believe,
Like
real history.
real history.
And it's not the slave beating, take the one out in the field and tie him to a tree and beat him. It wasn't like that. This was a business, and the people that owned the plantation treated everybody as an employee.
As an employee.
Even though there was slavery going on that day, they had a house, they had meals, they had families. All the families stayed there generations. So it was an eye opener for me, and it was a different perspective of what you hear on television about how bad slavery was, and I'm sure that there's cases like that. But it was highly recommend if you're wanting to know history from a historical perspective about how it was back then. This was the highlight of the whole trip
Oh, wow.
for me.
Neat.
So, yeah.
All right.
And then we
Check it
went
out.
to New Orleans and ate some Cajun food and just whatever looked good on the menu. And
Nice.
I don't think I lost weight. I may have gained a few
Few
pounds.
people lose weight on vacation, Dan.
But the people, the people in the deep South, awesome people. Cajun people are just different all together. And they're all mixed up. There's
Right.
French and Spanish and African Americans down there. I mean, it's all mixed.
It's all mixed up.
And they get along. They know, they've got the formula. They know
Well-
how to do it.
Well, there you have it.
And there's voodoo. Lots of voodoo down there. You can buy the voodoo masks and it's.
Did you have a voodoo doll of me made while you were down?
Have you been feeling some back pain lately?
Well, I'm kind of wondering,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
No, well, that sounds like a nice trip.
Yeah. And we went to the French Quarter and drove down the one-way streets, and it was like, oh my gosh. I mean, street after street after block of just people walking, you know, going in and out of
Shops
shops
and
and
things.
restaurants and different things.
The food's probably in New Orleans one of the biggest draws
Mhm.
to the actual
Mhm.
city
Yeah.
of New Orleans. Just the, but
You
yeah,
can,
you're
you
right.
can buy
It's
just
very
about
diverse.
anything. There's different quarters there, or the different ethnic quarters that you can buy certain ethnic food, and
Mhm.
it's parking is a premium. You're gonna spend $5 an hour for a
Really?
parking spot. So
Oh,
I mean,
my.
it's a commodity down there. So I mean,
Yeah.
if you can find a parking spot, and if you want to walk the streets, that's what you need to do. So.
Walk the streets of New
Walk the
Orleans.
streets.
Like that hasn't
Yeah, we
been
weren't
done
there.
before.
We weren't there at night.
Well,
so
that's good.
I'm sure there's a lot of drinking going on.
Yeah, the French Quarter at night's probably not. You had a young person with you too, didn't
Yeah.
you? A teenager.
Yeah, it
so.
was a G-rated thing for us. I mean,
Yeah.
we did 2 things a day, and we'd go to the beach one day, and then we'd we went to an oceanic museum,
Oh,
which that was
That's nice.
probably the biggest disappointment for me. It
Oh,
was,
really?
you know, they had seals and
oh.
dolphins, and it was very short-lived. Large entry fee, but you
Yeah.
didn't get your money's worth really, as far as I thought. And then
Yeah.
we drove around. We were in Mobile, Alabama. We were in Biloxi. We followed the coast a long way. We'd get out and walk the beaches, and we
So
had a good
do you
time.
feel
Sure.
relaxed now that you?
No, not really.
You were relaxed while you were gone, though. I'm
I did
sure.
all. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. But you know, talking about interesting, fun things to do around here in this area.
There's something big that could be coming up, right?
Something could
Something big.
Could be.
Yes.
We're talking
could
about
be.
the Red, White, Blue celebration, and this is the May-June edition of Living Well, and they feature the red, white, and blue.
The red, white, and blue.
But the most important thing
Yes.
is what's on the next page, and that is Chicks and Spurs are going to be in the parade,
Yes.
and they feature that right there, and we have them here on the show today.
They're going to be in the parade, and they're going to be here with us too.
Yeah, they've got a rodeo, they got music featured, they got a car show. And what do they got? Food down there. What is the turtles? The turtle races.
The turtle
Yeah.
races, yes. So
Anyway.
yeah, the Red, White, and Blue Festival. Wouldn't you say it's probably the biggest mountain home event?
And they do that a week before 4th of July,
Yeah.
so
It's
it's
the-
their own special
the
celebration.
weekend before.
Weekend before,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Are
So
you ready to
that's
meet
always
him?
good. I'm ready to meet him.
You know, we're going to have Chicks and Spurs on the show right after this message, but we're also going to have Charles Osgood.
Dr. Charles Osgood.
And maybe a
yes.
surprise guest that's going to be videotaped tomorrow, and we're not sure about all that, but stick around.
It'll be a surprise for you and us.
Yeah, it'll be a big surprise. So let's take our first break, and when we come back, we'll be talking with Chicks and Spurs for the Red, White, and Blue Festival coming up next weekend. Is that right?
Yes.
All
that's
right, stay with us.